Bondo! Bondo's going crazy. He's just gifted another 5 subs, Bondo.
Welcome back.
Oops. Oh, my finger just clicked on the sub gift button. Thank you for gifting 5 more subs, Bondo. You are super, super generous. 5 more happy customers.
Welcome back. Nutter.
This area is pretty packed out. I like this area, actually. It's got its like little monorail going on, and it's got this lovely station here. I like this. It's a really nice area.
Welcome back.
I'm thinking maybe what we could do. We could extend this roundabout, bridge it across there. Do something with this land. Maybe keep that mountain, but kind of slope this hill a lot more to make it potentially buildable. Let's think about highway side of this. There's no real highway infrastructure on this side of the map, so that would have to be sorted out. Certainly can't get a highway link off that. There is a highway link here. That crazy junction there. Mushroom Swamp. I like Mushroom Swamp. I like the face he makes. But yeah, getting a highway down this neck of the woods could be tricky. It's a bit... Could break something off there, but it's a little bit close to that junction. Good night, Ash Pringle. Have a good one. The Wycast Turkey map is on the SCS ROMs, but you can get the rescale for it and Romania extended. You can also donate to him as with Pro Mods. Gotcha. So the Turkey map links into Pro Mods then, does it? Or does it just link into the base map? Using an i9. Yeah, but that's like literally next, like current generation, isn't it? An i9 9980XE. Way more efficient than a 2013 Xeon. By a Romania extended. Gotcha. I wonder if I can actually buy that bit. So I could actually buy this and then break out a highway link from there. This isn't bad land, actually. Yeah, that would be the way to go, I think. Let's do that. Let's grab that. Probably need to grab that as well.
Welcome back.
And we can highway interchange through here. Bring a highway through that zone. And then, because I don't want all the traffic from anything here just going that way. There's all this usable land here. There's quite a lot of usable land here, actually. It's actually quite nice. So yeah, I think that's the way to go. And link through there to here. I'd ideally like to link there as well, I think. Maybe we can grab those. Maybe punch out there. Bridge across that way. Link that into it. Bring that through there. Or we could just actually have a continuous highway link from here to there. And then branch off it as needed. That would probably work. Are we going to build on the entire map? I don't see why not. Mr. Adaldril, thank you for gifting a sub to Jade Roxy. Only Carter, thank you for gifting a sub to the Nice Device. Good name. Squirrel Logistics gifted a sub to Hidden Epiphany. Wow, there's some interesting names. You guys are being really generous. Are you using a demand mod? I don't know what that is, so I'll assume not. Right, let's get this flattened. Let's see what junctions we've got. Doesn't really need it. Are we likely to build over here? I don't know. Let's say we'll leave that. Let's go for a three-way. This I'll do. Your city seems to have floated around 60k population. You need to kickstart it then.
Aye, aye, aye.
Let's get rid of all that. Bondo, 500 bits. Doesn't everyone have an oops button on their keyboard too? Actually, I don't, Bondo. I wouldn't mind an oops button. There we go, and then we'll just move that in a little bit.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Okay, we can unpause that. Every few years, 40% of your population dies. Is this normal? Have a crematorium, but seem to be losing pop slowly. It seems to be a thing, Evan, in this game, that you get these kind of birth-death cycles, like really pronounced ones. There's a mod that you can get that helps to flatten it out a bit, and that's the mod I use. But I can't remember the exact name of it, but somebody in chat will remember it. But yeah, I think the birth-death cycle is way too harsh. Your population grows up, and then they all seem to, like, die very close to each other in terms of age. And then there's, like, a baby boom. And the cycle just keeps doing up and down. And the problem is it really messes with all of your industry in between. So yeah, I suggest you get the mod. James789, Paul, how are you? Wish me luck as I'm going in today for a sleep study, staying overnight in a hospital. Keep up the good work. James, I wish you very pleasant dreams, sir. Right, so if we grab the height of that, and carry it to there. Then we should be able to punch through. Let's just do some straight line. Should be able to more or less just smash the tunnel right through there now. Good evening, Young Fezzer. Citizen life cycle rebalancer. It could be. Thank you. Trouble is I can't show you the odds, I don't think. Sorry, the odds, the mods. First person. Yeah, there's no way of looking at the mods without going to the main screen. Fire by trial. Here's to a few bits to help keep that space heater of a PC running. Thank you very much. Nice one, game. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah? Yeah, Snack Queen delivery. This is my tea. Little bite-sized corned beef sandwiches. See if we can convince the game to do this. Yes, I know all about Satisfactory, the game. I've been watching it for a while. Rocking the beard? Oh, yeah. Oh my god, it still wants to... Wait, slope is too steep. Oh, stupid thing. What this game needs, when you're in this kind of... when you're kind of doing this, right? It needs to put like a grid surface down so that you can see. Because the problem is you can't see easily what's going on with this surface. Like, what I can't understand is why... See if I... Ugh. What I have to do is I have to build it here. And also, like, if you want to... Because this is a 2D view of a 3D situation, if I want to turn around and look at, like, what's going on with the vertical aspect, and then spin around and see what's going on with the horizontal, I lose both, because I don't have a grid to kind of relate to. It needs a little bit more assistance in the UI, is what I'm saying. NJN, waiting for a stream of the big boy, the BMW M8 GTE on iRacing. Thanks for another great stream. Yes, I have seen that, actually. The M8. If we build that... There you go. Managed to hack it together. No, page up and page down's not what I'm trying to say. Don't worry about it. What is going on? What are you doing? There we go. So, the trick is, it seems, you need to build the entrance here, going into the tunnel, then build the entrance here, going into the tunnel, and then when they're both underground, you can then link one to the other, and it's happy with that. But if one of them's not underground, it tries to route you over the top of the mountain. That seems to be how it works. Yep, the quirks of the game. That's exactly right. Okay, right. But we got there. Now then. Whoa. Jeez, if you was in that plane. Is this like the weirdest holding pattern ever? Where's he going? Whoa! What? Okay, better not to ask questions. Can we move the entrance more in the mountain? Looks like me flying. Wow, that burns. I'm thinking we could possibly have... There's different ways we could do this. We could either run the highway down alongside the river, or we could bring it more in, or we could run it along the mountain. In terms of where we're trying to get to, we're trying to kind of come through here and link to that, I think. Right, let's build this first. I wouldn't want to be in that plane either. Along the mountain seems to be the best way, less noise.
Welcome back, Nutter.
The disadvantage of going along the mountain is if you want to get to the highway over here, you've got to connect all the way over there. Whereas if you come along here, you can potentially link to that and to that and build a nice scenic housing estate here with your highway over here. Or you could build houses alongside the river and bring the highway that way, you know what I mean? There's like pros and cons. Junction is a bit bigger than I thought it was. Okay, then we'll have to punch down that way a bit more. Gamers Raid, thank you for 8 months. Thanks for the great 8 months. The baby is kicking. Very close. Very close. Blackmutt 63. I'm watching at work today. Everyone is down in sunny Florida while I stay behind in the cold. Watching the stream is my reward. Dude, you should be allowed to go home and watch the stream while they're all in Florida. Welcome back, Matt. Lord Reaper, 23 months. 1 month of 2 years. And Matt with 20. Thank you, Matt. We do that, and then reverse that one. And then quickly tidy that up. Smooth that off. Watching you eat, I realise I forgot to have lunch. I'm sorry. Wait, what? You just spent the day hungover watching videos about a guy addicted to KFC? Huh. There's stuff on YouTube, eh? Okay, they're roughly at the same level. That's not a bad bridge, actually. Turn the snapping on a sec. It's alright at this end, but I don't like what's going on over here. So what we need to do is plateau that a bit more. So it's like on the other side there, it's basically dropping down before it. I think maybe if we build to here. Oh my god, it still wants to do it. Look at that. Why does it want to just go down like that? Is this with industry expansion? Yes, it is. We have an oil industry on the go and a farming industry.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Let's see what the game does with the gloop. Yeah, I was thinking of making the cliff steeper, see what happens. Is the game just as enjoyable without the expansions and just mods? There are DLC in the game that definitely add things to the game. Like the mass transit is one of them. The industry is one of them. They like literally change the gameplay in the game. They're worth getting.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
That's more like it. Oh, come on, game. Why you do this? So they almost line up, but not quite. Let's have a look at the speed limits. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, I think so. Start with the base game, enjoy the base game, get a few mods. A few mods are essential in my opinion. Precision Engineering is one of them. City Vitals would be another one. The Move It mod if you want to do things like how I just did then. You get a lot of enjoyment out of the game just from that. Okay. M for movement mod. If you want to move things. For Android, I don't know. Yeah, so if you press, if you've got the movement mod, you press M, then what you get is the dots, which are the nodes, if you like. So you can move the, look for the circles and move the node. And then in between the circle, you've got the line, which is the curvature between the nodes. So you use both to make the curve go how you want it, basically. So you just have to play around with it until you get it how you want it. One of the things that's always annoyed me is the complete lack of being able to put down these highways together, so you don't have to faff around and try and keep them equally spaced. Like, the game just doesn't let you put things down, put the two lanes of highway down at the same time, which is annoying.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, it's easier to lay it down. It's easier to lay the highway down in the same direction. You put both highways down in the same direction, and then you basically reverse the lane at the end. That's how I always do it. Otherwise, trying to build back the other way is actually harder. I find it harder anyway. There you go. The parallel road mod. It should be in the base game. That's kind of my point. Thank you, Dre. Dre's apparently fixed the website. There you go. When I refresh Squirrel TV now, I now see the recent videos. Yay! All hail to Dre. Have you tried Dawn of Man? Nope. Now this is probably going to have to tunnel through this hill. However, this hill is not going to stay as it is. We said we're going to keep this mountain here, but basically make this a bit more usable. Because right now, it's a bit much. We could have, we could kind of keep it like a feature hill, I guess, there. But reclaim some of this land over here. Try and flatten this off a little bit to put the strength up. There you go. It's a bit more usable. Well, I don't like just completely flattening stuff. Like, the easy solution is to just utterly flatten it and build on a billiard table. But I kind of don't feel that that's natural. I like leaving things in there, elevation changes, and we just kind of walk around it. It makes for a more interesting result when you build it. I think we'll have to stitch this a second. So this is actually a lot of buildable land back here. But it's really, really bumpy. I like that. The kind of horseshoe aspect. We might be able to do something with that later. Here we could actually have a coastal track. We'll put this back for now, but I've got a feeling we'll end up doing something with this later. We may elevate it, like raise it up above the road or something. I don't know. So now we just need to decide, do we want to take the highway through there? Or do we want to punch the highway through this hill? Good evening, Hibbs. Rothman, you didn't sub. You haven't got the sub icon, and I didn't get the sub notification. Dr. D, 25 months, it's a shame the button didn't appear for my 2-year anniversary last month. Gotta love Twitch. Yep. Let's dig a little valley there. Oops, wrong one. And we'll flow through there. Bob Monkhouse has gifted a sub to Rob FM. Welcome, Rob. Thank you, Bob. See, I made that rhyme. You got a delicious spinach sandwich poppy seed dressing. You seen Skylines' Facebook page a question about adding construction and traffic accidents to the game. What are your thoughts? Traffic accidents, no, I don't see the point. Construction. What do you mean by construction? Because I don't get that.
Welcome back.
I mean, when you put a building down, you see it construct anyway. Traffic jams, like traffic accidents, just basically means a temporary jam. Like, you could put that in there, but what's the point? You're never around to see it. Like, if there's a traffic accident over here, say, what's going to happen? Well, traffic's going to pile up in the area, and then Your recovery services are going to come, and then they're going to remove it, and then traffic's going to carry on again. And I probably won't even see it, because it's just a temporary glitch. What's the point? You think I missed an arrow? What? Oh, yeah. It's funny how it doesn't show me from here. Traffic jam would make traffic management a nightmare. I don't agree, because it wouldn't last long enough. I just think it's pointless. I agree with Pringle. I think I might I might change this a little bit. I might come out of here elevated and then stay elevated along this river, then cross over and then hit the level again. I quite like the idea of having an elevated highway down this riverbank. There's no way you can fix traffic, Davy Quack. Rothman, thank you for 5 months. Now I'm subbed. Now you're subbed, Rothman. Welcome back. Crystal Red, thank you for 22. You going to be at TwitchCon? Nice. Right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to delete that and that. That's the height we want. How do I convince this game not to do stupid things? I know what I want to do, but I have to fight this thing to make it do it. Why add ramps? Because the ramps will disappear in a minute. Look, see, my master plan here is to then get rid of the ramps like that, and then what we're left with is an elevated highway. That's what I'm after. But on the way, I've got to convince this thing to go into the mountain and not look stupid. The ramp was only a temporary measure. So we want to do that, and then we want to do that. So we got the road roughly how we want it. Trying to save up money for a house bond, or the market in Canada is inflated. Well, I don't know what it's like anywhere else, Bondo, but in the UK the prices have gone up for the last like 20 years and not stopped. That sounds like a quote from Lord of the Rings, Cat. There you go. Convinced. That's good. The squirrel is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Oh, we're getting all the Lord of the Rings quotes now. There we go. Beautiful. That was a lot more effort than it should have been. This is going to be fun trying to bridge this. O'Connor Chris. I forget what they're called now. They're like they're not a potato snack. They're a, is it maize or something? And they're a kind of, I don't know. Yeah, they're kind of like a rice cake. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, kind of like a rice cake. Like a rice cracker. I think that's what it must be.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Hmm. There we go. Melkor, thank you for 19 months. No Factorio stream today. There wasn't one on Sunday either, bro. Much to Whiteland's dismay. I think Whiteland's more addicted than I am. Have you seen the Marmite rice cakes? Awesome, bit like a Sprout one. I'll pass on that. I want to know where that plane's actually going. You have Skylines, Flight Sim and Truck Sim all because of me, King Rawson. Well, I'm quite happy to take the blame for that. Move that one. Oh boy. Elevation change for the win. You got some flaming steak Doritos to try later. Expect them to taste like McCoy's. Flaming steak Doritos, they're okay.